What's going on, guys? Welcome to this episode of Lazy Music Reacts. I'm LazyTechTony, and this is... Okay.
This is Pink Dot.
Hi, Pink Dot. So you have a normal name, but what is your name? Alright. Well, a lot of you folks have said that we should definitely take a look at some of Scarlxrd's newer titles, so we're going to go ahead and do that. This was actually released this year. It's called False Hype, or False Hope. No, False Hope, not False Hype. I think it's False Hope. Well, it's got the X, and his name. There's the X for the O, so I'm gonna go with O. So False Hope, and it's just a lyric video. But before we watch this, Estrella, do you remember Scarlxrd? Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you remember?
He's a scary guy that and I remember when I said it looks like he doesn't have nails because it's so dark.
Yes, you did say that. So we'll see how this goes. This is False Hope by Scarlxrd. Link to the original video will be found in the description down below. If you guys want to watch us do this live, we do this on Twitch every Monday. So go check out our schedule at twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. And so let's go ahead and check out Scarlxrd's False Hope.
Hope. Hype hope.
See, dear means easy. Dear means the easiest part, nigga.
Who's missing? Who's missing?
I don't know.
Why does it say 000?
Who's that blue girl?
0000.
I have no...
Is that the year?
No, it's not the year.
It's the year.
Do me simple. Simple things. Paid, bitch. Fuck you, pussy. Skip. See that it's gotta really get it. Fuck a disadvantage. We already fix it on the damage. I'm a center plenty. My jaw automatic. Fuck a semi. Man, I'm so steady. But I keep it steady. Wanna bet about it. I'm completely. Got a $10 back in 2020. I'm so understanding. But I really am. Hey, who's this coming up? Hey, then I'll tell ya. I ain't lost the sauce. Shit is in my nature. Pray for those I've lost. Real life will change ya. Else are mixed with dust. Success feels like failure.
L's are mixed with dubs. Success feels like failure. That is actually really deep. So do you know what an L is?
L.
Yeah, do you know what L stands for?
Like this?
Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah, so losses are mixed with dubs. W. Losses are mixed with wins. Success feels like failure.
How does success feel like failure?
Well, sometimes when in order to succeed, you have to make a lot of mistakes. You have to make a lot of losses.
For some reason, this reminded me of Home.
It reminds you of the movie Home?
Yeah, because when O was like, he didn't want to be the leader.
No. So how does that make you remind you of Home?
Well, he was like succeeding, but he didn't feel like it was right.
It's a little different. But like his losses were all the mistakes that he made, right? But it was mixed in with the success because he made one good choice, right? Mm-hmm. And that good choice was to confront those bad guys, and it ended up being that little, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie yet, it ended up being that little guy, right? So yes, definitely kind of similar, but I guess for you is to just realize that even if you mess up or have a mistake, you have to keep on going. You have to keep on trying. Do you think you can understand him better now? Or is it only because we have the lyrics here?
I think it's because the lyrics, because I watch things and they like put those robot voice thingies and they put words and they're like, what do you hear? And I saw a comment that said whatever you think you hear, and that was correct, and I'm listening I'm thinking of the words.
Okay.
So I'm understanding what he's saying.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely in a lot of music, I would argue, either have the lyrics handy or put it on the page, because I think as much as I don't really listen to lyrics, if we can see what you folks are talking about, it really impacts the song that much more. That's a good beat, though, huh?
Also, when I looked away and I didn't look at the lyrics and I just thought of other things, I heard of like.
So if we did this.
I hear like.
So clearly not what he's saying.
Yeah.
Do you think that by not understanding the lyrics without seeing it, and then having the lyrics available to people afterwards who really care, really shows the difference of fans, like people who are like just casually like it, and then people who really want to see what he's talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm not exactly what happened in the story of Scarlxrd, but he says here, I started watching most of my fans give up and turn they back.
Turn they back?
Well, it's just, it's just how he says it, but he's saying his fans, the people who he thought liked him, no longer like him. So why do you think that is? And what's going on, TX Ranger? Welcome back, man. It's good to see you in the chat.
I don't know.
Well, if you were, you're somebody here on YouTube, and you have some fan like TX Ranger, for example.
Hello.
And a few other people that watch our videos and comment every week and every video. Fully appreciate it. You know who you are. But if they turned their back on you and they said, you know what, we don't like her all of a sudden, how would that make you feel?
Upset and confused and yeah. Yeah, I would be upset and confused too. But what he's saying is that's one of your losses. And in order to get a win, you got to keep pushing forward. You got to deal with those losses. And you'll get a win. Ooh. Seeing carbon copies of myself now. So he's saying people are copying him. Oh.
Yeah, so he's saying all my fans turned their back on me because I'm not the new cool kid on the block.
Oh, maybe they were using him. Well, kinda.
Kinda, maybe.
Well, like they were getting the ideas from him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe, maybe.
What sauce?
All right.
What sauce was he talking about, though? What sauce was he talking about, though?
Swagger sauce.
Oh, I want tomato sauce.
Ketchup.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. But guys, that was Scarlxrd's False Hope. So we were able to actually see what he's saying this time, because the last time we kind of didn't really have any idea except when we were looking at the lyrics separately.
All we saw were like...
Well, that's all you heard, you mean? All you heard was that.
I heard
Well, okay, but when we listen to other bands that scream, you know, do you just hear screams, or do you try to understand what they're saying with the screams?
I
and the
understand,
growls.
like with Scarlxrd, it's the same with him. I understand some of it, but I don't understand all of it. I hear like the or I or
okay, so you only hear keywords here and there.
Yeah, or like other things.
All right.
I don't know, bad words.
Well, overall, since that was just a lyric video, was there any particular lyrics that you liked, or anything in particular with that song that you enjoyed?
I like how he explains stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I want to know if that all is fictional or not.
If it's fictional?
Or not.
Well, a lot of the times, he might be elaborating fiction or non-fiction a little bit to make it more impactful, but it starts from truth. So it like something along the way might have happened that was similar, but not exactly the way that he's pointing it out. But the one thing I thought that was interesting was saying his whole fan base, like, well, not his whole fan base, but some of his fans turned their back on him, and then now there's a bunch of carbon copies of him. There's a bunch of other people that are doing similar to what Scarlxrd did. Like Scarlxrd kind of started this trap metal, this emo rap, distorted emo rap kind of trend.
I think I understand it a bit. So some of it he's saying like what you said. His fans liked him, but they turned their back on him, and then they copied his things, and then another part that I understood was like when he was saying, "I got time, I can't die." I think that means like that like he doesn't want to get taken away from YouTube, and he wants to get more chances, and they don't want to think that he's copying them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's a very interesting interpretation, and if you folks have your own version, or if you have the actual interpretation from Scarlxrd himself, let us know in the comment section down below. Where can people find us?
Twitter, TikTok,
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We'll see you guys there. Thank you very much. Later.
Heart.